Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen to that. Listen to that, Lampley.
I know.
That is that there's an electricity in the air. Everybody knows it. This is it. It's midterms eve. Yeah. Be sure to leave out a plate of cookies and a cold glass of Xanax because a lot of people are anxious, and that is exactly the way the news media wants you. Remember I warned you a couple of weeks ago that the media was going to spend every waking minute leading up to the midterms yanking your chain like they were trying to start a flooded lawnmower. Well, one day, the TV news is out there saying, oh, Democrats are up in the polls, it's shattering historical precedent. Then it's Republicans will sweep the Senate, rule the night, and feast on human flesh. Then, the next day, they're like, or not, you know. Take this final national NBC News poll, which declares that 48% of voters say they prefer a Democratic-controlled Congress, while 47% prefer Republican, which is a reversal from October when 48% prefer the GOP and 47% wanted Democrats, which can only mean the Democrats flipped Linda. Flipping Linda. I saw that movie. And today, the last day before the election, we spotted this actual headline in the Daily Beast. Pollsters have no idea what's going to happen this election. Really? I didn't realize they can do that? Well, it's like a weatherman saying, looking out to the weekend, be sure to bring your umbrella and your sunscreen. Don't forget those ice skates, folks, because it's a hot mess out there, unless it's a cold mess. That's the forecast. With a margin of error of 1 to 4 tornadoes, now over to Phil with sports and or local murders. Regardless, Phil, skip to the loo. Regardless of what happens, all signs point to something happening. So The Late Show will be live tomorrow, right here from the Ed Sullivan Theater. Live, my friends. You know that feeling. It is every comedian's dream to say those iconic words. Live from New York, it's Tuesday night. With nice snap zoom, Dante, thank you. With the races coming out of the wire, the candidates were out saying stuff this weekend. We heard from Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker, seen here trying to play tennis. At a rally, Walker expressed how mad he is that Democrats have focused so much on his personal life.
Why they're not talking about things that really matter? Because they don't have a solution for those things. And I said, I do have a solution, but I'm not going to tell them, because you tell them, they'll think they came up with it.
That's right, Herschel. Don't you reveal any of your great solutions. And just to make sure they stay safe, put them wherever you hide your secret children. We also heard from Pennsylvania Senate candidate and grandma's new boyfriend who just got added to her will, Dr. Mehmet Oz. At a campaign event with former president, Oz asked a favor of his supporters.
Tomorrow morning, when you awaken, I want you to contact 10 people. Do it at church, do it before the Steelers game.
Okay, one problem. The Steelers did not play on Sunday. Kind of important in Pennsylvania. That's a big mistake. But then again, maybe he was just confusing the Steelers with his home team, the Newark Airports? The Jersey Turnpikes? Oz's troubles don't stop there, because on Thursday, we got a surprise statement from the woman who launched Dr. Oz's career, Oprah Winfrey.
If I lived in Pennsylvania, I would have already cast my vote for John Fetterman for many reasons.
Yes, for many reasons. Yes. And one of those reasons is that Dr. Oz also starts sentences with, if I lived in Pennsylvania. Joe Biden held a rally in Pennsylvania, and he had some choice words about Dr. Oz.
And Oz and Pennsylvania? Look, I lived in Pennsylvania longer than Oz has lived in Pennsylvania. And I moved away when I was 10 years old.
Back then, they called it Old Quaker Town. Philadelphia had a big, beautiful belle, not a crack in sight. My dad used to say to me, Joey, I don't want you spending time with that Benji Franklin kid, always flying kites and chasing petticoats. Won't amount to a hill of beans. By the way, get off that hill of beans, that's dinner. Come on, Joe Jack, redcoats are coming. No, I'm serious, folks. No, come on. The previous president had his own rally, and he was laser focused on the biggest issue of 2022, 2024, specifically who he's theoretically leading in the polls, and he's already testing out new nicknames.
Let's see, there it is, Trump at 71, Ron DeSanctimonious at 10%.
DeSanctimonious? Really, DeSanctimonious? Yeah, there's nothing voters like more than insults from a word-a-day calendar. Let's get bellicose. DeSantis is a pusillanimous sycophant. Incarcerate him aloft. Incarcerate him aloft. But before DeSantis can face off against the former president, he has to get reelected as governor of Florida. His campaign just released an ad that implies that DeSantis was chosen by God. It's subtle. See if you can catch it.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a protector. So God made a fighter.
Yes. God made a fighter. He made Eve from Adam's rib and Ron DeSantis from Adam's taint. But not fair. That's not nice. That's not nice. Why did I say that? But hear me, oh audience. It gets worse.
God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, kiss his family goodbye, travel thousands of miles for no other reason than to serve the people.
Oh, my Lord. Ron DeSantis, more like Ron DeSanctimonious. Damn! It is a good nickname. There continues to be news about Tesla's CEO and your sister's boyfriend running into you as he's leaving a strip club, Elon Musk. Over the weekend, Musk fired half of Twitter's staff, around 3,700 people. Now, that may sound drastic, but come on, it's Elon Musk. The guy clearly knows what he's doing. Someone had to make the decision, and Twitter is now asking some fired workers to please come back. Cause, turns out some people were laid off by mistake, while others were fired before management realized their experience was necessary to build the new features Musk wants for the platform. That is some A-plus HR management. That's it, Jimmy. Pack your desk, you're fired. Now, I just need somebody to type up your pink slip. Do you know how to work a computer? Amazing, you're hired. Your first job? Fire yourself. I couldn't do this without you, buddy. Now, get the out. Potty mouth. Since Musk took over, advertisers have fled the platform, but he has a plan to replace all that lost revenue. Start charging users $8 a month for a blue check mark. Now, that seems pretty steep for something that's always been free, but it is a value, because not only would you get a blue check mark, it would verify that you're dumb enough to give $8 to the richest man who's ever lived. And having a blue check, sure. Having a blue check used to mean you were actually who you said you were, but now anyone who pays can get the blue check. Musk defended the change, tweeting, widespread verification will democratize journalism. Yes, soon you'll be able to get your news from a wide variety of sources. Everyone from the New York Times to the equally qualified @PatriotFootlover420. Since Musk took over, many verified users have started tweeting sarcastic and ironic comments with Elon Musk as their screen names using his picture. In response, Musk tweeted, going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. Aww. Did someone hurt Mr. Free Speech's fee-fees? But as a comedian, I can confidently say nothing improves a joke quite like announcing that it is a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Well, keep in mind, I'm just kidding. I don't want you to worry. The chicken is fine, and so is the road. Now brace yourself. The punchline is coming, and again, none of this is real. It's merely made-up fictional scenario for your amusement to get to the other side. That'll be $8. Is that how it works? Did I do it right? Did I do it? Did I do that right? I don't know. But he has a point. It's very important that we know what actual people actually believe and say, which is why The Late Show has created a website with pure 100% Elon Musk verified factual information called This Is the Real Not Parody Elon Musk.org. I promise you that I have put as much thought into making this website as Elon Musk put into buying Twitter. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is John Oliver, but when we come back, I'm going to announce the sex